I fear my friend has gone astray, she said.
Help him, Virgil, so that he may come to me. I am Beatrice. And when I am finally before my lord, I will praise you to him.
I mean, the initial idea basically was to make a big action-adventure video game set in hell. So I kind of started researching hell, and I was really interested in that kind of medieval vision of hell specifically. You know, there's just one name that rises above all, and that's Dante Alighieri. And, you know, with the Divine Comedy, particularly Part 1, Inferno, he really defined the kind of medieval worldview of the afterlife, and he invented the concept of the 9 circles of hell. And it felt like an amazing setting for a video game, so we started adapting it and just ran with it.
Poet, I beg you, give me strength. I will deliver her from this fate, whatever the cost.
You know, you play Dante, who's a kind of reimagined version of the poet. He's got a new story, a new backstory as a warrior, and he fights with Death's scythe. And he also has a cross, which has kind of magic powers in hell. And he fights through the 9 circles. And why is he fighting? He's trying to rescue Beatrice, who's the love of his life, and also a figure from the poem and from history. And so we've kind of crafted a love story in a way, but also a very dark one. And as the fighting kind of plays out, what you find is that you have a choice about how you're going to treat the damned and how you're going to treat the demons and the enemies that you encounter, and you can either absolve them when you kind of finish them off with the cross, or you can punish them and play with a more brutal fighting style. And as you do that, you earn either holy points or unholy points, and that kind of changes how your character is going to develop throughout the game and what abilities are going to be available to you.
You cannot win this!
It's always hard for me to pick a favorite thing in the game because all 9 circles are like all my 9 children, and I love them equally. I do have a soft spot for Lust because we've done some alarming art direction in that circle. In the poem, Lust is glossed over pretty quickly. It's dark, and there's people being caught up in a storm and whirled about for eternity. And you know, some mythological characters like Cleopatra and Helen of Troy are mentioned, and so we kind of latched on to Cleopatra and made a kind of a giant demon boss out of her, but she's fairly unclothed, and so you're fighting this kind of giant topless demon, and she's got these demon babies spawning out of her nipples, which open up like mouths, and it's pretty hellish.